Hey everybody, it's Johnny from the Design Lab by JB. I have been getting a lot of requests for a tutorial on me making a wreath and a bow, and everybody's just been asking. So I started to do a wreath, and then I was like, you know what, let me put it up as a tutorial. So that's what I'm gonna do. So first of all, don't mind the mess. I have wreaths everywhere, and they're all up on my Etsy page, our Etsy page. I always say mine for some reason. It's not mine, it's Bert's and I. Everything is up. If you're seeing this video in December of 2025, everything is 25% off for Christmas. I have New Year's, I have Valentine's Day. So there's a bunch of things out there. We're doing a bow box. You choose the colors. I will make the bows, and you get 3 bows in a box. So it can be for any occasion, any holiday. I have ribbon for everything. A little bit about us, if this is your first time seeing this. We are located in New Jersey. I'm with my partner 15 years. I am in sobriety right now. I am 18 months sober, going on 18 months sober, and I found the love of doing this through sobriety. I just happened to be on TikTok one day, and when after I came out of rehab, and I saw a creator doing a wreath, and I've always loved decorating our house and our tree. But I said, let me try it. So I tried it. I kept on trying. I kept on working at it. And I created a little business. I meaning the Design Lab by JB, me and my partner. And we created a little business on it. So now we have an Etsy page. We have this YouTube page. And we're located on TikTok at JBENE75. That's our TikTok page. And our Etsy page is The Design Lab by JB. Design is spelled D-Z-Y-N-E. All of that information is on our profile here on YouTube. So with all that being said, I live in a positive space now. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, all of that, I dealt with a lot of issues, and instead of me going to a therapist like everybody else does, I went to alcohol and pills. I had a few tragedies in my life, losing my parents, losing my cousin to an overdose, and just stuff I never worked on in the past. Some abuse, not by my family, by a coach years ago. Anyway, all of that. And now I just totally changed my life. I go to therapy. I go to a meeting every single night. I don't miss meetings unless something big has come up and then I can't go. But I've been going to a meeting every single night since I got out of rehab 17 months ago. Okay. So, like I said, with all that being said, I got this, it's almost like Burberry, but I got this mesh a while ago, and you see the colors. It's black, white, of course that little beige brown color, and then there's a little stripe of red in here. So I said, let me do a wreath with those colors. I made a bow already, sorry guys, but this is the bow. I can always do a tutorial on another. So I made this big designer bow. And I just put a hit of red in it, so it, that will show off in the wreath with the little red stripe in there. But once I have the bow on, I will go ahead and fluff it, and then if you're still interested, I'll do another tutorial with making a bow. So right now, all I'm gonna do is start putting the rest of this mesh on, and and then we'll see what we're gonna do. I have some really cool gold attachments that I may put on, that I'm going to put on probably, and that's what we're gonna do. So I hope you all enjoy. Also, If I have to pause, I have my 2 dogs here, Blazing Storm. They need a lot of attention. So I might have to jump off, go take care of them, and then get back on. So there will be a pause here and there. So I do, people call them cruffles, rolls, double rolls, whatever you want to call it, so that they come out like this. All you do is really roll. Why is something wrong here? Let me see. That's why. Because I was talking, I put it in the wrong place. Okay, so what I do is I just roll the mesh, 2 circles on each side, and I go ahead and I put it. Something is not right. Hold on. I like to go 1, 1, 1, 1 like that. So let me just put this one on really quick. This goes here. And then we're gonna start. Okay. So this one does go here. Put it back. Okay. Now we're on a roll. Okay. I just thought I had it in my. Okay. So I'm gonna roll the mesh and I'll show you what I do. Okay. So the next color I have to do, or next mesh, is this one, because I alternate. So this is what I usually do, guys. I just keep it down like this. These are cut between 20 and 22 inches. And I just go like this, and then I just roll them a couple times, squish it, and you just walk it up, and it looks like this. And then what I do is I take 2 pine needles, or branches, whatever you want to call them. I take 2. This, where you squeeze it, goes in the middle of it, and then you just take the 2 that you picked out, take the 2, and you just turn it once, turn it again, and then you fluff them. And there you go. That's how you do it. And then what I do is, if you could see, I start off with this color, I come down to this color. And then I go, when you go back up, you start off with this color, go down, you put this color. So you alternate them so that it looks like that. So now I'm gonna go to this, because the last one we did was this one. So I'm gonna roll them. So, and then you just do the same. It's the same thing on every piece of mesh. I usually cut a full roll of 2 rolls of mesh for a 24-inch wreath. And then you could just split them however you want to do it. There's no rule. You don't even have to do it the way I'm doing it. You could do all the same color. I've done many wreaths with just 1 color. But I always cut 2 rolls of mesh on a 24-inch wreath. That's just the way I do it. Yeah, something got off somewhere. I'm just going to do this. It doesn't matter because it's going to be covered by the bow anyway. But, you know, you could do them with, whatever your preference is, you do it that way. There's no rules, just like bow making. Some creators do large bow at the bottom, and then they go shorter, and shorter, meaning like 4-inch is the large one. I mean, I even have 6-inch ribbon, but we're gonna just, so like mine. So this is 4-inch at the back, and then a lot of creators go 4-inch, 2.5-inch, 1.5-inch, then, you know, the 7/8. But I throw them in everywhere. So I did like a 4, then I did these brown with the gold, which are 7/8. Then I put this is a 3-inch. Then I did this 7/8 again. Then I did a 2.5. You know, so I just put them however I feel that I'm gonna like the way that they look. Okay, so let me just see something, because you know it'll drive me crazy if you guys know me. So 1, 1, then that one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then down and up, then down and up, then down. That's why. But wait, then this doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really matter anyway because I am going to be doing, the bow is going to go like over there. So, yep. So again, you see, it's just my OCD that it's just my OCD that I have to put things like in a certain spot. That's why I keep on going back because it's driving me crazy. But I just think it's the way that the way that I put them in, they're like not up and down because I didn't do it in a circle. I used my wreath base and I squeeze it to like a teardrop. So it doesn't really matter. Now I'm back on track. See? It's just, sometimes it just looks that way. And I'm just a perfectionist, I guess. But your bow is going to wind up taking up a lot of the space. If you're doing a big bow, it will take up a lot of room. And then plus I put more than one bow on it, whether that be 2 bows or a bow, my big bow, and then a side bow. That's how people kind of know my wreaths. I do like a side bow, and I'm not a big tails kind of guy. I don't put like tails or, you know, other things hanging off. But if I do put a tail, they're never even. One is short and one is long. So I don't do like 14 inches and put it in half and do it like perfect. I will cut a piece of ribbon and I will squeeze it closer to the top so you have a small one and then a long one hanging. A lot of my friends on here, I don't call them my followers, I call them friends because they have been with me since I started doing this. I started going live in September and they've been with me, so I call them friends. And they named my bows Johnny Dramatic bows because I make them dramatic. Some are really, really dramatic and some are, you know, but they call them Johnny Dramatic bows. So my bows are kind of, you will know when it's my bow, put it that way. Again, I never say I perfected it or it's the best. Every creator has their own way of doing things and their own style, and you know, I learned from everybody. You know, I learned from everybody, and that's the beauty of this game. I call it the Wreath game. You know, you learn from others, and you know, unfortunately, some creators out there, they don't want to teach people how they, you know, they do things because they feel it's their design and they, you know, they came up with it or whatever the case may be, and that's fine. They could feel that way, and you know, what are we gonna do? We're gonna fight over it? So I just if I use somebody's design, which I don't copy, if I like somebody did something, why can't I just do it my own way? Everybody has their own style, you know? But some people don't like that. They call you copy. But so I used to do this one design and I thought the creator liked that I was doing it because I thought it was an honor. Like, you know, you're not, you're copying, but you're using somebody's design. And like, if somebody used mine, because it's not mine. If somebody did a bow and it looked like mine, I would be like, wow, that's like so cool that somebody would admire my bows that much that they would want to recreate them. Like, why not? You know, that is a great thing. When I'm on my lives, when I do live show, you know, live shows, whatever you guys call them, whatever, but everybody calls them. When I do lives, if somebody asks me, where did you get your ribbon? Or how do you do this? I explain it, except when I'm on a live, you can't really talk about websites or stores or characters. So I tell them to DM me and I will give them all the information, and I do. And they're really thankful, you know? They're like, oh my God, thank you. I never thought that you would respond. Well, if I tell you to DM me, I'm a man of my word, you know? And that's what I do. And then while we're on lives, if somebody says, oh my God, can you show me how to do that? I'm like, of course. And I bring the camera closer and I show them what I do, you know? Because guess what? In life, what is so freely given, you should give away. You know? So people taught me, so why can't I teach others? You know? So that's how I kind of work, guys. You know, that's how it works for me, you know, and some people don't like that, and that's fine. I always say there's a million creators out there. You know, you can go to another live or you go to see another creator. There's a lot of jealousy in this game, and there's a lot of negativity, and I choose not to be involved in any of that. Yeah. So I just try to stay in my lane, do what I do, and what's meant to be is meant to be, you know. I had a good year, a couple months on Etsy. I sold a lot. Being here just new in September, I think I sold about 100 pieces. And I didn't even know if that's good, or, I mean, it's good for me. But people told me for somebody who just started off, like, that's amazing. And I think it's amazing. So, some people don't like that. You know, some creators think that you stepped into the game and you're how am I taking over? Or how am I, taking any business away from everybody? Everybody has their own way and their own design. I have this one client, she buys a lot from another client, and what am I going to do? Get jealous if she buys from the other? I don't. So if she buys from me again, she buys from me again. What am I going to do? There's a guy, so that's up to everybody. Everybody has their own thing. And, people put up videos and, well, it's just the game is, and wait, the funny thing is they put up these videos like that are, you could tell what they mean, that they're either, trying to flex that certain people bought from them a certain thing, and then they make videos to say how they're positive and, I'm not going to even say the same because the people will know exactly who I'm talking about, but that's the way that they run their stuff. That's the way that they run their business, their accounts. I'm not like that. Listen, did I get involved with the mess a little bit? Of course. I got a little petty one time. I did. I got petty, and then I spoke to my partner, Bert, and the only reason why I got petty because, you know what? I'm not going to use an excuse because there's no excuse for it. So, it was when I was just starting off in here, and something happened with someone, and I just got, you know what it was? I wasn't pissed, I was upset, and I lashed out, but not in a major way or anything, guys. It doesn't matter. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right, and I took it down very quickly. I don't even think a lot of people saw it. I'm not making excuses, so, because I could sit here and make a million excuses, and I'm not going to. So I just took it down, and I said I'm not going to do that anymore, and I didn't, and now if people buy from other people and they don't buy from me, what am I going to do? I can't control what I can't control, so I'm just going to continue to do what I do, and if people like my designs, they'll buy my designs. If they like your designs, they're going to buy your designs, There's room for everybody. But some people don't feel that way. So it's all good in the hood, as I always say. It's all good in the hood, you know? What are you gonna do? So we will continue to put these on here. We're almost done. You see there's only like a little space left. So what I do is I put everything all the way to the heat, you know, so they connect. And then I will put my bow on. And then I will go back, and if I need any more mesh anywhere, I will put more mesh on. And then I will start thinking about how I'm gonna do the wreath. I never really have a plan. Things inspire me. So the things that inspire me are ribbon, or if I see something that I'll buy it, and then I'll figure out how I'm gonna use it. So that's how I do my things. If you watch my lives, you'll see when I'm about to make a bow, I pull out a bunch of ribbon. I just start pulling them, and it starts working. I never say, oh, I'm gonna do, you know. Of course, if I think I'm like, oh my God, I have that ho 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 ribbon, I'm gonna use that, and then I start pulling, you know, colors and whatever the case may be. But I never have like a clear plan on what I'm gonna do. It's just the way I work. Unless somebody gives me an order, like the other day I got an order for a wreath that was purple, pink, and a hit of red. And then as I was going, she wanted candy in it. And I was gonna put candy in it. Excuse me one second. Sorry about that. She wanted candy in it, and I said, okay, you know, she wanted to actually use the design for all year round. And that's, hey, listen, I keep up I keep up 3 trees all year round, and they're always decorated for each season, each holiday. I do not leave Christmas up all year round. I would though. So everybody has their own style, their own thing. And mine are in my fireplace room. We have a separate room for where the fireplace is that we don't really use because there's no TV in there. It's just a beautiful room, and we go in there and stuff. It's not like a museum like my old school Italian grandmother. We couldn't go in the living room and have plastic on the couch. Do you remember those times? Anyway, so she wanted this wreath to be all year round, and so as I was working on it, she was on my live. I was doing it on a live, and something came to my head, and I said, I want to put like gold in it. And I started putting like all these gold leaves and gold ribbon, and it came out. I asked her, of course, because she ordered it. So I asked her if that was okay. She said, absolutely. Let's see how it comes out. And I started to do it, and it came out gorgeous, you know, and she loves it. So that is going out tomorrow, I think. Bert does all the shipping and stuff. So yeah, so it came out good. So it all depends. That's why sometimes I don't like to make a clear plan. Ugh. When I use this burlap, I feel like I get hair, like the hair. I don't know if it's called hair, but I feel like it gets in my mouth, and it probably doesn't, but I'm paranoid. Yep, so hers is going out. She really loves it. She was like, oh my God, I'm so happy that you changed it and didn't do candy. So, you know, so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have an idea in your head, and you wind up changing it, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so here is how it looks. So it came out pretty good. I actually think it came out really good. Now you see all this green, that's all gonna go away. So what I'll do now is I will put my bow on, And then I'm gonna start putting my attachments in, and then I'm gonna start filling out where these greens are. You know, pushing them in, fluffing the wreath, and then figuring out what I wanna do. So this is not in order. This is just something that I had in my head, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now, as you can see, I do it as a teardrop. So when I get the wreath, I push it together like that and I make a teardrop. So here's the top, and you see the bottom is more round. So this is the bow. Now, since I don't have a clear, okay, excuse me 1 second. So, I'll lift you guys up. Now I'm gonna figure out where I want to put the bow. Hi, Daddy. My dogs are here. He comes. Hey, Dada. What's the matter? It's okay. Come here, Blazy. What's the matter? Here he is. Say hi to everybody. Huh? Say hi. That's Blaze, everybody. Up. I hear the pitter-patter of my other one. His twin brother. Hi, Stormy. So my dogs are Storm and Blaze. They're twin German Shepherd, purebred. They just turned 1 year old on Halloween. They drive me nuts, but I love them. I love them, love them, love them, love them. He loves you. All right, so I think I'm going to do this down here. I don't want it in the middle. I'm going to put it off to the side. That's what I'm going to do there. So let me get some wire. Let me get the other wire. Hey, Daddy. Oh, sorry. I never touch the dogs, guys, and do wreaths. If I take a break and play with the dogs for a little bit, I put sanitizer all over me. People laugh on my lives because I had a woman who commented one day on a live. She said, are you gonna send the wreaths with dog hair? Well, first of all, girl, you ain't even buying anything, so why do you care? But since I live in a positive space, I didn't read her like I would have back in the day. I just said, no, hon, I don't send my products, my designs out with dog hair. But you, if you want to be, your little comments are, you know, not positive, you can just go to another live, you know. You don't have to be in here and watch us. And she said, okay, I will. I said, okay, bye. That's it. Wasn't rude. I just said you can go visit another live if you don't like it. You know? If you have a negative comment in here. You know? So. Alright. We're going to put this. I always confirm I have the top of the wreath. It is right here. That's the top. And I'm going to put it low. So you see, now all this ribbon is going to be kind of hidden. So what I want to do is I just want to move it over a little bit, like that. Because I want to catch the base of the wreath. And this is a big bow, so you don't want it to look so squished inside. So you want to give it a little bit of height. And then you just want to tie the back. Don't forget, if you are selling these and sending them out, don't forget to cut your wires. So I never cut any wires until the end because of just in case I want to move something or if something doesn't look right where I have it. You know, that's what I do. I'm waiting for a package to come, so I'm checking my emails because I'm getting this package that I've ordered a bunch of new ribbon, and I'm like a kid on Christmas. I can't wait to. I'm obsessed with ribbon. I have. So you know when they say you get rid of an addiction and then you get another? Well, which is not good, by the way. I'm not promoting that because I have to get myself together, really. I'm addicted to Jordans, Air Force Ones. Those are sneakers. And now ribbon. So my partner is like, Johnny, come on, seriously. We go to the distributor every Saturday. And he's like, John, Christmas is over. I'm like, yeah, but you can use this for, you know, so, but no, seriously, this, you really should, you know, if you're not selling anything, nothing coming in, nothing should be going, you know, nothing going out, you shouldn't be bringing in anything here. Okay, so this is the bow right now on it. So this is what it kind of looks like right now. I mean, how gorgeous does that look, guys, on there? See? So it's not perfect. It just gotta, you know, this is the top of the wreath. So it's gonna kind of look like this. It is so beautiful. I think it came out great. Guys, by the way, I only use designer ribbon. And the reason why I use only designer ribbon, and this is not bougie or anything like that, I would only send out what I would buy. I will never send out anything that I wouldn't buy myself. So if I don't like something, I won't send it out. I've redone bows. I have redone wreaths. If I don't like how something came out, and somebody even says that they love it, it would never sit right with me that somebody has a design from me and it's not right looking for me. So anywho, so with your tails, if you have a beautiful ribbon that has beautiful inside, you can fold them. I do some on a slant. I do some as ducktails. These are cut straight because this ribbon is so gorgeous. You don't have to do anything with it. So if you guys just want to know, because I know that a lot of YouTube creators put down in the comments for their videos what is what. So these are all designer ribbon. This is Mackenzie Child. These are Nancy Brown. This is Farrah Silk. These are Deluxe. These are these are D. Stevens. This is D. Stevens. Did I get them all? Yeah. So D. Stevens, Deluxe, Farrah Silk, and Nancy Brown. So that's what, and Mackenzie Child, of course. This is Mackenzie Child. So those are all the ribbons that are in here. So that's the ribbons. Okay. So now that this is on, this first off is so gorgeous. Sometimes your bow can be your centerpiece of the thing, you know, instead of putting something else on, which I love. I did get these, guys. Isn't this gorgeous? So I was thinking maybe to put this in, but this is big, you know? So do we want to do a dramatic? Let me just look at this if I was to put this in somewhere. What do you think? What do you think, Stormy? Let's see. Daddy's going to put this in. I mean, it's really too big, guys. I mean, this is more for a tree topper, I think. I mean, I can put it all the way in like this. Now, I really like it, though. I can make it really dramatic. Oh, I could do this. And these can go up. Yes. Yes, sir. So look, so I'm going to do this. Look at that. All right. Come on, Daddy. Out. Out, Daddy. Out, out, out. Hi, Daddy. Okay. Lay down. No, lay down. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this in with zip ties. I'm going to see how that works. A little too long. We're going to see how that works. Let's see. This will all be covered, so you're not going to be able to see it. So I'm going to do it here. Let's see how it works. If we don't like it, you take it off. That's all. That's it. So let's put this one in. And we're going to zip tie you right here. Okay, let's see. So that one's there. These can all be down here. Like that. So we're just going to hold you there for a second. Oh, I think I'm going to love this. This we're going to pull up. See? So you could do really different things with these guys. Let's say. Let's tie him in here. And let's see. Put him here. Look, guys. Oh, she's pretty. Yes. Okay. I think I'm in love with you. Think I'm in love with you. Oh, wow, guys. Yes. You are a beauty. Let's see. I mean, talk about dramatic. That's dramatic. Okay, so I'm loving that so far. Remember, things are gonna be different, so just give it a minute. So let's put this bad boy in.
Playing from BR 0621107190.
That's my computer when I get emails. Okay. So let's see. This I'm gonna have to bend or cut off. I think I'm gonna need one more zip tie here so it sits. See. All right. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So you see, sometimes you have to just play around with it. Believe me, if I do this and it doesn't look right at the end, it will come off. But let's try it. I wanted to, it was kind of my vision, but I think it's not bad. I think it's going to look gorgeous. I think it's going to look gorgeous. Put you on top of here because we want to see you. We're going to put you down here. Okay. All right. So I like it so far. We're going to see. Okay. So we have these. I want to make it very gold. I'm going to put some tails in it, but you remember what I said, I'm going to do my own kind of tails. So let's try that. Let's see. Let's see. Where are my scissors? Guys, that's another thing too. I lose everything. Sometimes everybody who's watching, they're like, John, it's right there. So we want to go. Yeah. So we're gonna do it. See, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it even. See, short and long. I'm gonna put one right here. Put one here. Beautiful. That. I'm gonna put one up there. One here. See, guys, short and long. See? Put one right here. I know I'm off camera a little bit. Sorry about that. Put one here. Put you in there. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to start putting some gold in it. I do have one other thing, guys. What are we thinking about this to put in here? Maybe. Maybe. That beautiful for now. I'm loving this. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I love that. There's a lot of green here, which I'm going to take care of. This has to be cut. I wonder if my wire cutters will go through that. Let me see. Because then I have to bend it. You know what? I'm just rather bend it because I don't want nobody getting hurt. It'll be jagged. Okay. Guys, I have to pause real quick.